time, man. Every single time. I'm like, all the way over there, and he's like, hey guys, it's the Ziggy and Car show. I'm all the way like in the kitchen. Maybe I'm peeing in the bathroom. I'm like not even on screen. And he's like already I guess I don't matter at all.
Well, anyways.
Now I'm sitting down. You want to count us down?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Hello. That's Ziggy. I'm Mommy.
So today we're talking about rock climbing.
Okay, stop laughing. Take some deep breaths. Goodness gracious. What are we talking about today? Today we're talking about farts.
We're talking about rock climbing.
We're talking about rock climbing. When did we start rock climbing together? Please sit up straight.
When we had a play date.
Yeah, so because of the pandemic, we haven't really been seeing a lot of people, but we have a very small social circle that we are spending time with. And so one of the girls has been getting into rock climbing over like the past year. And she was like, why don't you guys come to the climbing gym with us and see if you like it? Maybe we could climb together. And when I was a kid, I went to camp for a week every summer. Like it was like a church camp, but they had a climbing wall. And I really liked the climbing wall. And in fact, when I got old enough to where I was like one of the camp leaders, like one of the kid leaders, so I was still a camper, but I was also helping, I actually signed up to do the climbing wall so I could climb it whenever I wanted. So I don't have a lot of climbing experience because we also had to do other activities, but I definitely got like a taste for it back then.
Beep.
What's that for?
That means I want to die.
Okay, go ahead.
My favorite thing is talking about is going on to top of the rail.
Okay. Beep.
What do you have to say?
I want to finish talking about how we got into climbing.
All right.
So we went with her, and because of the pandemic and I didn't have any gear yet, I couldn't actually climb because they weren't renting out equipment back then. His feet were the same size as her little boy's feet, though, and all the child harnesses are pretty much like they're meant to grow into, so they could share a harness. So he got to climb. Sit up straight. I don't know if you're even in the video right now because I can't see the screen. So he got to climb. I just had to watch, and I was like, ugh, screw this. So I went home and I ordered climbing shoes for myself right away.
And me.
And for him. And then later we went to REI. Please sit up straight. And then later we went to REI and we got our harnesses and Gree. I dropped like $200 or $300. No, it's probably like $300 on climbing gear. And then my cheap shoes just stretched out, so I just spent another like $200 getting another pair of shoes. So I have to keep doing this for at least 6 more months.
Mom, I'm pretending to use a Gree.
Oh, you're pretending to belay?
Yeah.
It's more like this.
Oh.
But yeah, so I took a belay class so that I'd be able to belay him on the ropes. We learned about the safety checks, and now he knows what to look for to make sure that he's tied in correctly and that I'm harnessed correctly to belay him. And what else have you learned?
I learned how to do the safety checks. Beep. Want me to tell you how to climb up with safety checks?
Sure.
The 2 things, the conversation on belay
Belay on.
Climbing up.
Climb on. You have to say this exact script before you start climbing. Communication is so important.
And can you tell them a harness model, please?
The harness motto?
Yeah, this was the harness and stuff.
It has to be tight and doubled back
Yeah.
and not twisted.
Yes.
You're slouching again.
Oh.
There's a lot of checks on the harnesses. We should next time we make a video at the climbing gym, we should do a safety checks video maybe. Anyways, so we went climbing earlier and Ziggy made it to the top of one of the walls doing ropes. And then he made it to the top of one of the walls doing bouldering. Yeah, Ziggy has been, he's been working on getting higher when he climbs every time. Kind of what our goal is to reach is you get as high as you can and you try to reach the next hold. And
try to get to the end.
And he just kept doing that till he made it all the way to the top. We got a video of it. Here's Ziggy on the ropes, making it to the top.
Guys.
Why is it not? There we go.
Guys, don't use the rope for this and the harness. It isn't safe without the rope and the harness.
Yeah, you're right. You should not climb one of these walls without a rope or a harness because it is very dangerous.
Yes.
These are not bouldering walls.
Yes, and there's not a safe mat.
Right.
So the person who's looking has to tell someone that they'll get a falling bonk.
A falling bonk?
Yeah.
All right.
A falling bonk.
Now you'll notice when you're watching Ziggy do this that he does a lot of little fancy foot tricks.
I know.
So I'm always telling him that he's a natural because look at him, he's so comfortable up there.
Because I'm a show off.
You are a show off, but I'm proud of you.
How is that happening? Ah!
Yeah, it's kind of. There you go, coming down. Look out below.
That was a great show.
That was great. How did you feel when you were climbing?
Good.
You felt
Good and scared. I felt good and scared.
Yeah, it's scary being so high up sometimes.
It is scary feeling the roof.
Yeah. And then here's the video of Ziggy making it to the top of that one bouldering route. So this is this was a tough one for you, huh?
Yeah.
That's where he had trouble before, getting over that hold that he's at now. Like how easily he did it this time.
Well, because I had easy arm swing.
Yeah, you do have strong arms.
And when I touched it, I won.
Yeah. Now it looks like right there you had gotten into a little bit of trouble. But you got past it. He touched the sign really quick. You probably, I don't know if you saw.
That was a great show.
Can you believe that you made it to the top?
Yeah, up 2.
He's been struggling with that one for a while, and then I turned my back on him to get my shoes on, and I turn around and he's made it past his hard spot, and he's already like almost to the top.
Beep. Because no one was looking.
Oh, no one was looking, and that's why you were so brave to do it?
That's it.
Oh, no one was looking, and that's why you were so brave to do it?
That's a beep.
Beep. Oh, so no one was looking, and that's why you were so brave to do it?
Yes.
Okay. We have kind of like our own little house rule. Most of the climbers, when they're climbing to the top of a route, they climb up and then they touch the top of the wall.
Sorry.
Thank you. We do that when we can, but our kind of house rule between us is that it's okay if you just touch the top hold.
Or the
or the finish sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the bouldering routes, like the one that he did that we just showed you, have like the top hold is the finish. Other ones you have to you're supposed to touch the top of the wall, but we have a kind of our own rule that if you touch the top hold, it counts as completing it because you've touched all the holds.
Can I try something?
That's more for personal encouragement than anything else. Yes.
Rope climbing, there was like no finish, so I kept on going 2 times until I reached the roof.
Yeah. So the video that we have, Ziggy only grabbed the top hold, but then after he came back down, he climbed up it again and he made it past the top hold and he did touch the top of the roof. So.
Too bad they didn't see it.
Oh, that's okay. They saw most of it. I'm not even sure with ropes if you're supposed to touch top of the roof. I just know that with bouldering, usually people grab it, and that's what I do when it's something that I'm comfortable with. But if it's something that's new and hard for me, I take the win just by touching the top hold.
Let's judge you, Sarah.
Do you think that was enough? Do you think that was comprehensive enough and we should stop the video, or is there more that you want to add?
I think that's enough.
Okay.
I mean, we should eat and watch the show.
We should shower really quick and then eat and watch a show.
Right. Watch my own show.
And I need to load. Okay, then I'll play video games
Right.
and load this onto the computer. We forgot to say bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, bye.
Hi. Hi. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hi, bye.
It's just goodbye. Get out of here. Video's over. Go home.
Go home.
I'm talking to your viewers.
Oh my God.
You're not welcome here anymore. Stop saying hi to them. They'll think they can stay.
Bye bye.